Welcome to another inspirational story of hope and everyday life. Hanna was 35, kind hearted, soft spoken, and deeply faithful. But behind her warm smile was a quiet sadness. At 19, her life changed forever. A tragic car accident took both her parents and left her with injuries that the doctors said would never allow her to have children. She lost her family and her future dreams in a single night. That night, that truth settled in her like a shadow, one she carried in silence. Hannah's parents had been wealthy, so Hannah never needed to work a single day. Instead, she learned to make her money work for her, and with her time, she poured her care into gardening. Every morning she watered her flowers, trimmed the leaves, and whispered prayers as she planted seeds. Watching life grow from the soil gave her peace, even if she could never grow a child of her own. She lived a private life, had a small circle of friends, and never thought of marriage. What was the point, she thought, if there would never be the fruit of love? On the other side of town lived Jafar, a man of wisdom and quiet grief. He had been married to his beloved wife, Jayla, for 15 years. Together, they endured heartbreaking infertility journey, 14 years of countless miscarriages, failed IVF treatment, endless tears endure. Finally, a miracle. The last IVF treatment gave them triplets, two boys and a girl. But joy turned into tragedy. Jafar's wife passed away on the delivery room, leaving him stunned, alone, and broken. Now, the father of three newborns. At first, Jafar resented the babies. He could not look at them without feeling the weight of loss. But slowly, over months, with the help of kind nannies and the mercy of time, he opened his heart to them. He had named them Jabir after his father, Juwaid because he liked the name, and the girl after her mom, Jayla. 8 years had passed since Jafar vowed never to love again. No dreams of marriage and no risking another woman's heart. 8 years. The triplets were growing, laughing, filling the house with light. One day, Muna, one of the children's nanny, received a delivery of flowers, and Hanna, the woman who arranged them, came to drop them off. She accidentally bumped into Jafar as he was heading out. She quickly apologized, flustered. Jafar didn't even look at her. He drove off without a word. But the next day, he noticed her again, quiet, kind, bringing flowers, gently talking to Jayla and Juwaid, asking about Jabir. He even overheard the kids say, "She has a garden just like ours." Over time, his curiosity grew, and then something else. Love came slowly, carefully. When Jafar learned Hannah's story, her accident, her infertility, her years of walking through life alone, he didn't hesitate. "I don't want children," he told her gently. "I already have my miracles. I just want you." Hannah cared for the children, loved them even. Though she never thought of marriage, maybe, just maybe, she didn't have to be alone anymore. So she nodded and said, "Okay." The following Monday, they married at Kali's court, and Hannah, though she never gave birth, became a mother in every way. The children adored her, and she loved them with her whole being. Then one morning, something strange happened. Hannah fainted after feeling nauseous and dizzy. Jafar rushed her to the hospital. The doctor smiled. "She's 8 weeks pregnant." Hannah couldn't breathe. At 42, After everything, she sobbed. Jafar was stunned, but he took her hand and whispered, "If this is a blessing, then we receive it with open hearts." Months later, they welcomed a healthy baby girl. They named her Sobra Jamila Jafar. One quiet afternoon, Hannah sat in her garden with little Sobra cuddling in her hands. The flowers swayed in breeze. Sunlight warmed her face. She thought of her parents, of all the lonely years, of every tear and every prayer. And for the first time since she was 19, she no longer felt alone. Her garden had finally given her the most precious bloom of all. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed the story, kindly like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.